welcome back to another City of Heroes / Villains gameplay part 99. I'm Robot GZ. Last time I continued to do contact missions and I fought a lot of enemies and a few bosses and retrieved some items, and I got introduced to a new contact. So let's continue. Before I continue, I have three things to talk about. One, a few weeks ago, I started watching Power Stone anime based off the game series Power Stone, not the Lost Saga mode. Although although like Power Stone, the game. It's like Lost Saga was inspired. Power Stone was one of the games that Lost Saga was inspired by. So I'm watching it, and like one of the episodes, this character named Kraken. He's not an actual Kraken. Sorry to say, but he controls the Kraken, so it's like, what? Okay. So he's a pirate, and I kid you not, he pulls out a bomb, and it's the exact same logo that Captain Hook has when he pulls out his bombs. It's like, huh, that's interesting. Speaking of Lost Saga, the second thing I need to talk about is I have been grinding off screen, and I have mostly got all the heroes, almost all the heroes I need to level up to their retrospective levels, except for Corporea, Puppeteer, and Werewolf. They've been over leveled a bit. So, and then the third thing is, today when I was grocery shopping at Walmart, I was curious if they had Wizard 101 gift cards, and I noticed that they had a Switch 2 you can play on, and also noticed that they have demos. One of the demos is Mario Kart World. It's like, interesting. I couldn't play it because someone else was playing it. It's like some other time. I'm pretty sure it probably will be probably a Grand Prix or versus race against comms. So, alright, let's go into the black hole. Portal. The trail leads here. Well, yes, that is an enemy robot for sure. Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Over here! Why am I saving you? I'm a villain. Ah, yes, good old enemy robot. But good villain name, 10 out of 10. I need to speak to you. Hello there. What is... The man known as Epoch seems to be very frail and elderly. He assures Captain Kuro that he can handle himself in a fight. He has certain gifts. The old man gathered his wits and spoke. Ah, hello there. You're Captain Kuro, aren't you? My name is Epoch, and I've been wondering when our paths would finally meet. My frail body is happy today that today was such a day. Uh, uh, yes, I stood over defeated enemies. Are you okay, old man? Epoch answered, I'm more than alright, Captain Kuro, now that you're here anyway. How do you know me? I asked. Epoch smiled. Of course I do. Who do you think I gave you the information you needed to find this place? Now, shall we take care of the business at hand? Oh, yeah, now I can fight against the robots. Oops. Yes, I'll fight this old man. That's a great idea. Wait. Captain Kuro and Epoch escaped the warehouse with their lives. Epoch's knowledge of the situation would prove to be quite valuable in the future. Epoch and Captain Kuro frantically discussed their next move. Book of the First, Chapter 1. The first book of the trilogy opens to a random page. Gosh, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Captain Kuro was simple folk, leading a simple life. They worked on a farm with their family their entire life. They knew nothing outside the valley they grew up in. Occasionally a salesman would come to town with stories of the big cities and their superpowered beings saving the day or causing havoc. Captain Kuro harbored a secret. He had powers too, but there was really no good use for them out here in the valley. So Captain Kuro continued to toil about the farm. So he secretly wanted to be a character in the stories told by those salesmen. But here in the valley, no day ever needed to be saved. Turn to page chapter 1 in the first book. But today was destined to be something different. Captain Kuro's father had tasked him with gathering the tools left out in the fields from the day's work before nightfall came. Little did they know that finally a day that needed to be saved would come to the valley. Same portal again? Alright. I wonder if one of the missions when I go into portals, if I'll have to solve puzzles. Reference. Portal reference. There's a blight of It was a brisk autumn day, but the sun would set soon. Everything seemed so peaceful, but then, out of nowhere, a sneak attack. Oh boy, it's one of those large maps. Uniqueness. Let's explore. Oh wait, man, it's fine. Let's go reverse. Be weird. Jeez, how large is this map? Oh, holy crap. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go back. This is way too huge of a map. Farm equipment. Some simple farm equipment you have been asked to bring inside before it gets too dark. It's already too late for that. Whoops. Well, it didn't say how dark, so I guess I have some time. No, stop. I was about to sing the Hero by Nickelback. Not a bad song. Back in the day when Marvel was starting out, we had there's the first X-Men movie, the first Spider-Man movie. I never got to see Blade back in the day, but let's see, it was probably maybe like maybe like a year ago, where when I watched the original Blade. It's pretty good. So okay, so that's where it stops. Okay. So where's this last piece of equipment? Really curious. I have to explore the map anyways. Like, I'll explore the. It's definitely. Let's. This it. It's not out. It's not out. Here. Oh, there it is. Oops. American. We got an enemy robot, and then 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Oh god. I did it. Self-destruct sequence in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dealing with the invading robots, Captain Kuro stood perplexed. Why had they come to the valley? What were they after? And who was going to clean up the fields now that there were robot parts all over them? Captain Kuro hoped it would be him. Wouldn't it be him? The final book, wow. Skipped the rest of the other chapters 2 through 6. Alright then. The third book of the trilogy opens to a random page. Captain Kuro was beginning to miss Mercenary's company. Even as rough as he was, he missed the jokes, the constant movie references, but he knew that Mercenary had some things to deal with that were best dealt with on his own. Mercenary promised to be back soon, but that didn't make the separation any easier. Captain Carroll's thoughts turned to Epoch as he ventured on the road back to the valley. Epoch had taught him many things, but dealing with loss would be the final lesson he would teach. Captain Carroll's eyes never looked up from the road he tread upon back to the valley. His first indication of any trouble was the scent of burning wood. He lifted his eyes to see columns of smoke rising up from his childhood home. His first thought was not his own homestead, but Epoch's home on the hill. He knew it was fully engulfed in flames. Whatever secrets it held were being lost to the fire. He saw some robots located just outside the house. If Infinity was after anything of value, these robots would likely still be carrying it. Still reeling from the loss of Epoch, our hero was about to be in for an even bigger surprise. Zero, 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 zero. Yeah. Oh gosh. Nope. Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna rush right there. Oh, let's see. The Book of Old. This book seems to be ancient. The text is, how old is it? So old it just when you pick it up, it just turns to dust. Anyways, the text is unreadable, and in a language that Captain Kuro can't understand. The cover was held on by the bearers of threads. Here it was well read, or the robots were not very careful and distracted. Okay. Yeah, I see some robots over there and there. And there. And there and there and there. With the valley in flames, Captain Kuro was shaken into action. He now possessed the book that the robots were taking from Epoch's home. But reading it was something else entirely. What secrets lie within? Why would Infinity want this tome? All these questions and more raced through Captain Kuro's head, and little did he realize that the answers were soon to come. What's Oops, wrong guy. Oh, let's see here. It's fine. Everything's good. Just this. Oh, oops. No. Is I have pretty much everything good to go. So. The final book, chapter 16. The third book of trilogy opens to a random page. Captain Kuro was stunned. He had showed the old book to Mercer for quite some time, as he figured he'd have nothing further to offer from it. But nothing could have been further from the truth. Mercer could actually read the book, understood its words completely and fluently. Mercenary's mother had hailed from the foreign land where the language originated, and although it had been many years since he had laid eyes upon the language, it came back to him like a rushing river of memories. "It's a diary," said Mercenary. "Epoch's personal one, it seems. A journal of him growing up. And here... Oh." Mercenary grew silent. He read to himself, even though Captain Kuro pressed him for what he was reading. "If this is right, the warehouse in town should have the information you need to see," Mercenary muttered. Something you need to see. Let's go before the robots destroy the evidence you need." Evidence? Information? Captain Kuro was confused and lost, but he trusted mercenaries, so he went along. The answers would be coming soon. The warehouse holds many secrets. Let's go. Because he's not taking along with me. Family photos. Captain Kuro uncovered family photos of Epoch as a child growing up. There seems to be another person in the photos, a sibling from the looks of it. Mercenary looked Captain Kuro straight in the eyes and told him what he read in Epoch's journal. I brought you here to learn the truth, Captain Kuro, said Mercy. Tell me now then, he exclaimed. I need you to learn this on your own time. Come to terms with it, said Mercenary. Mercenary looked Captain Kuro straight in the eyes. That brother in those photos you recovered. According to Epoch's journal here, that's Infinity, the leader of the robots and the person responsible for all of this mess. I think it's time you and I put an end to all of this. You with me? He asked. Captain Kuro knew what must be done. The final chapter was approaching. The second book, chapter 24. The second book of the trilogy opens to a random page. Mercenary turned to Captain Kuro and spoke. That old man is going to get us all killed, but he's our best hope for getting out of here alive. It was true. Epoch had left Mercenary and Captain Kuro on their own while he went to distract Infinity. It was a bold plan, but Captain Kuro didn't understand how Epoch could face Infinity alone and live. The exit, said Mercenary. We need to get to it now. Hopefully Epoch will meet us there. But I am not sure how that's supposed to happen. Captain Kuro was worried, but tried not to show it. After all, he and Epoch had been through. After all, he and Epoch had been through. He wasn't sure how he'd be able to go on without him as a mentor. He put those thoughts out of his head and concentrated on just one thing: escape. Alright, that is going to be it for now. So, till next time to Sea of Heroes / Villains gameplay part 100. This is Robot GG staff. Like,